Fish was dying with 150,000 average players from what used to be 400,000 plus until the trailer came out that would change Fish forever, bring back the Fish we know and love, and most of all, revive the game. And the hype for this was crazy. Me and a ton of other people thought this would actually save Fish. The game peaked on the day of the update at 750,000 players. But only 4 days later, we're at 167,000 players. What happened? The game is once again dying because this update didn't change anything. We're going to be getting into all the problems that this update has, including how every single second C rod is 100% useless, how grinding to the brand new max level of 2,500 is literally useless, gives you nothing, a ton more issues, and honestly, why Fish should have never released this update in the first place and probably should have waited. Subscribe for more banger videos. First, we're going to talk about rods, and right now, the best rods are the Gray Dreamer rod and also the Free Spirit rod, I guess. And these are the most expensive rods that you can buy in the whole entire second C, and they're trash. And by me saying they're trash, I mean they don't give you as much money as good first C rods. Even with the negative 50% boost that all first C rods get, they all still outperform the second C rods. And that literally makes no sense. Why is that a thing? Why did Fish not just put good rods in the second C? Or, you know what they could have done? They literally could have made it so you couldn't use your first C rods at all. So you actually had to grind in the second C. But no, you get to bring all your stuff from the first C to the second C, basically making it so the second C is just, I guess, new Fish. That's it. I mean, right now, that's definitely one of the biggest problems because there's nothing to grind for. You can fish. I'm so serious when I say this. I fished for maybe like maybe a night, not even a night with my ethereal prism rod, and now I have every rod and there's literally nothing else to buy. There's no missions to do. There's no quests to do. There's nothing else to do except for go around and fish. And I get that it's a fishing game. Yeah, but the part that made this game fun was not even just grinding, but like doing quests. Like the Rod of the Depths quest, all like the Trident rod, you had to get all the bestiary from the, like it used to be fun to get rods. Now you just buy rods with money and that's it. They aren't even good. At least when you got a rod from the first C, even if it was super hard to get, super expensive, most of the time it would be worth it. But yeah, this is just trash. Before I get into my next point, yeah, there's a daytime bug. I think they fixed it now, but on release, a ton of bugs. It used to be nighttime all the time in like every single server, but I hope they fix that. Next, kind of what I said about the rods. There's literally nothing to do. There's literally nothing to buy. There's nothing to do after you get the Great Dreamer rod, and you can get that after like 8 hours or less of grinding. And speaking about grinding, this place right here, the Isle of New Beginnings at nighttime, is the best place to grind for XP in the entire game. Yes, I will say in the entire game, it is the best spot. But even though this is the best spot, do you realize how long it would take if you guys were just fishing here and not being AFK? When you guys are fishing here, you have to constantly use sundial totems to switch it from daytime to nighttime, from daytime to nighttime, from daytime to nighttime, over and over again, making it a very, very long grind that would most likely take hundreds of real life hours to actually get to level 2,500. So what most people would do is just grind AFK, right? But guess what? The best AFK grinding spot for XP, right? So you know how they made the max level 2,500 for the second C, right? The best level to grind, the best way to grind for level 2,500 isn't even in the second C. It's so stupid. Right now, the best place to grind is the calm zone in the Veil of the Forsaken. So they made the level 2,500 and you can't even fish here to get level 2,500 the fastest way unless you grind straight for 200 hours staring at your computer screen. And let's be honest, 90% of people who are max level, including myself, all right, I'm self-admitting it, all right, we did not just sit here for however many hours. How many hours do I played? In like 500, 600? Yeah, 600 hours. I'm telling you for a fact, I did not sit sit here for 600 hours, stare at my computer screen, and use a billion sundial totems, and I guarantee you would not like to do the same. So the grind for 2500 isn't in the second sea. And how about getting to level 2500, right? Let's say you really do sit down for, it probably would take 1,000 hours to 12, maybe like 1,000 to 1,500 hours of playtime to even get to level 2500. Let's think, right? So when they made level 1000, right? You got a really cool rod. You got the Seraphic rod. And even though it did get nerfed, right now the Seraphic rod is actually still the best XP rod in the game, especially if you use it with Clever. So I mean, that's cool, right? We're probably gonna get a rod for level 2500, right? Like, we're gonna get a cool rod that has, you know, a cool ability just like the Seraphic rod, right? Like, we would all assume that, right? Well, you assumed wrong. You assumed 100% wrong. Not only do you not get a rod, you get nothing. You get nothing. You know what you get? You get a title. You get a title. You get a title. You get a title. Here I am on the Fish Wiki page, all right? These are the unlocks and the rewards for every single level, right? All right, so let's go. Let's go. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. At level 500, you get the No Life rod. Okay, that's only level 500. I mean, not level 2500, right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And at level 750 and 650, you can get a ton of rods to craft. And along the way, you can also get a ton of rods to craft. Okay, let's keep going. Level 1000, the Seraphic rod. Level 2500, nothing. You can't craft a rod. You don't get a rod. Level 2000, any level from 1000 to 2500, those 1500 levels that there's never been 1500 levels in the game. Between these 1500 levels, you don't get crap. You don't get a single thing. Oh, but you get the Title Lord title. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm gonna be honest, I would have rather had you not release the update. You realize, okay, what Fish probably, they should have realized this. There is people who are level 2500. They deserve something. They deserve something. They still grinded all that time in the first sea when the second sea is supposed to be better, but it's not even freaking better. They grinded all that time to get something, right? They assumed they would get something. And I was actually going to grind to level 2500, but I didn't really feel like it. You know, having your computer on all night, I sleep in this room. I sleep in that couch right behind me. I hear my computer. It kind of doesn't help me sleep. But all these people suffered to get to level 2500. They paid their electricity bills. And what do they get in return? Absolutely nothing. Here's what Fish should have done with this update. And if they did this, the update could have actually been good. First of all, they hyped the update up so much. They hyped the update up so much like it was going to actually be the best update we've ever gotten. Change Fish forever. Be so good. And literally the main thing they said is that it was going to bring casual gameplay back and bring the Fish we know and love back. And the truth is, it didn't do that at all. Not even a little bit. Yeah, there's new places to explore. There's new fish to catch, but there's nothing to really grind for. There's nothing to do. So the main thing I think they should have done is honestly wait for this update at least another month or two, because honestly, this update feels unfinished. It feels like it needs more, and it's not giving anything to the community. So I would just say overall, Fish, you should have waited at least 1, 2, maybe 3 months. If that's what it took, give us a good update instead of hyping up an update that genuinely just isn't that good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the update. I'm probably still gonna post videos on it, but like, I don't know. My videos haven't been doing that good on the update. I've already posted like 4, but I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Subscribe if you like this video. Goodbye.